Welcome to the Netflix Rookie Cup Series here on FMB TV 3. The Pocono Raceway race is about to begin. We apologize for being gone for so long. Unfortunately, there are some things that have occurred, and we are back doing what we love to do with the absence of Alex Bates today. So he will not be in the commentator booth for the rest of the season. We're hoping to get that changed very soon. It may change. We might get him back before the season's over with. We hope that happens. So today we're going to be doing 60 laps at the Pocono Raceway. Let's get qualifying done. And Robert Pendischio and London is going to be on the top spot. Top two, Alex Gordon, Riddle, and Mudd will round out your top five. Let's get to the race today. As they come off turn number 4, Robert Pendischio is going to lead them to the flag, and we are green. These guys are going to get very, very racy, as these first couple laps are going to be tense. Look at them dive off into the corner, and already some beating, some banging. Look at the 43, Stilverson in the middle with nowhere to go as they come off turn number 2. Or turn number 1, excuse me. And I said 4. There's only 3 turns at this track. Excuse me. 3 wide. Already Stilverson still in the middle. That is a very tough spot. He's going to have to get out of that very quick. You don't want to be there too long. Like I said, these first couple laps are going to be very tense for these guys. They will be running 3 and sometimes 4 wide. And with the new paved surface, they are running fast. Already almost 190. You're going to be seeing 210 at the end of these straights. Look at them fly down these straights, and a lot of guys taking some evasive maneuvers to get some positions. And we're back. Made a little technical error there. Off turn number 1. Here comes Robert Pendischio. He is leading, but I was going to say here comes Alex Gordon. He is looking to take the lead away from him into turn number 2. Look at him take the inside. No regard. And look at these guys. They are still piled up. And, oh, we almost have a pile up, and we do. There goes a couple cars, and I think it's the 22. Crash in the back, but coming to the line. Here comes Alex Gordon. He is looking to take the lead away. And off turn number 3, he is going to successfully do that. But does Pendischio get the draft? He does not. Alex Gordon leads him to lap number 3. But a huge crash behind him, and look at the damage. Oh, that's going to be Richie. Games in it. Streeter, Ogle, Heffley. Some new guys into this. Scott is there. So let's go back and take a look at how this all occurred. We've seen it. I mean, a lot of guys were beating and banging, and then it finally went down, and there it is up front. Ooh, just look at the chain reaction of all these cars getting into this. Ooh, there's the big hit back there, but oh, a bigger hit was Scott in the 22. Luckily, all these guys are going to be able to drive it away. And look at McClintock come through there. He had a little bit of contact with Scott. But other than that, I think he's going to be clean as a whistle. That is confirmed. He has gotten through the crash. Let's go up here and look at how it all started. I think it's going to start with Martinez. He's going to get hooked by the 41 at Talampus. That sends him into Streeter, which sends him into Stafford and Richie. Those guys get turned around, and behind them they continue to pile up. And Stafford and Richie come up on the track. And look at the 8. I think he's going to get through scot-free. He is. Oh, Brown making a heck of a move to get through that without any damage. So we are under our first caution here on lap number 3. We'll see if these guys elect to pit. Some guys already have, the ones that were in the crash. Here we go. We're on the pit road. And out of pit road, Alex Gordon is going to lead. And looking for Pendischio, who was your leader initially. lost it on the yellow flag racing back. So let's get back to this race. Green flag is back out, and I believe we have some lappers up front. No, we don't. Mud must have stayed out. So Mud is going to be leading. McCaleb's going to be second, but Fan is going to take second away already into turn 1. Oh no, actually what I believe what has happened is Gordon has went back into the pits. Because look at Pendisco, he's back up there, and we're looking for Gordon. Oh, and Alex Gordon is on pit road with repairs, or something has went wrong. I think we're getting a report that, yeah, it is confirmed. He had a right side tire down, maybe for some debris. We're not sure. But we are still racing. Green flag is still, or we are still green, excuse me. Off turn number 3. Mud is leading the race, but it's not going to be for long as they come off turn number 3 and down the long super straight. Look at Fan. He is pulling on him really good. 205 miles per hour going into turn 1. And they slam on the brakes, trying to get that car under control. And look at the 6. Speaking of under control, he had it all under control, because here comes the 6 on the high side as the 44 is doing everything not to wreck that car. And man, these guys, here comes Pendisco, and now Alex Gordon, who has finally gotten out of pit road, appears he might have some bigger problems on that car, as that car is not running fast as they come by the camera. But we have to go back to the lead, because here comes Pendisco and a lot of other cars, as we have a packed race going on, it seems. With all this speed, it's hard to get away from each other, and it's just proving that Pendisco, who seemed to be the dominant car of the day, you know, early in the race, very early in the race, excuse me. I mean, off turn number 1 here, he is looking to take the lead once again, and he's running that higher line. Listen to those cars. They come by the camera here. The F&B TV3 broadcast crew has got these cameras very, positioned very well. And Pendisco is probably going to be at Fan's car this lap. He is inching closer and closer every lap. It's only a matter of time before he gets there, and we've got some pit stops ahead of these guys, as we will soon catch. Oh, and it's Bale who's on pit road. Gordon, and then Games and Brown, and some of these guys were involved. Brown was not involved in the first crash, but he is now on pit road for whatever reason. Alex Gordon, who was leading this race after the pit stops and after the yellow flag, had to come on to pit road to get some repairs, maybe something fixed. We were first heard that it was a tire problem, but with the lap times he's running, it seems maybe something a little bit more. So we're looking at Alex Gordon. He is actually the last car on the lead lap, and that might change if this lead pack can get to him. Fan continues the lead, and we thought Pendisco might catch him, but Pendisco is about to be in a 3-wide situation. Look at the 18 of Tyler Wesley. Back from that injury, he is on a roll now. Off turn number 2, or 1, excuse me. Man, what a pass. Tyler Wesley makes one of the best passes we've seen, and he makes it look very good. And he's actually going to use that momentum to get to Fan, and we might have a new leader next lap. Maybe this lap. Let's see if he tries it. Into turn number 3. Oh, he's there. Tyler Wesley's not going to get it this lap, but he will be in a contending spot to get it next lap, as we have just now completed lap 11 of 60. And a lot of these guys now piled up behind him. Look at this. We've got about 4 cars now, nose to tail, and now that Mud gets a little bit bent out of shape, it's going to be different. But look at the 44. The 18 tries to go low, he tries to go high, but the 44 remains high, and that's where the dominant line is so far today. Now Pendisco, who we reckon was going to be the leader a couple laps ago, is now trying to just get back to the secondary position. But Tyler Wesley's got that all held down as we come around to finish lap number 12. But in front of them, it's going to get interesting, because here is Gardner and Bale, or I mean, excuse me, and Gordon and Games, and then we have Brown, and they're all running a little pack of their own. They've got about 4 cars there. And as the 18, look at the 18 all over this track. He is out of shape, no doubt. That car is evil right now. And now we went, you know, into some sort of, we went from a pack racing kind of style to now a single file, and the pack's a little bit splotchy all over this track. And it's probably for the best. These guys were running really crazy. And now it seems they've got it under lock. Tyler Wesley, though, man, he just wants to get that lead, but they're not able to make a pass. Let's see if he can get a run down this front stretch. Here we go into turn number 1. Does Wesley try it? He's got the run. Look at this. Top speed, 208 into 1. Let's see if it sticks. Oh, he slides up the track, and there it is. That high line is just so much better than the low line. And just when that happens, here comes Pendiscio, and then 18's gonna jump high. I think if I'm the 18, you kind of try to follow the high line to these corners, and look at the contact from the 19 of London. He gets into the Pendiscio. Pendiscio does not like that whatsoever. But London is gonna muscle his way into the top 3. But look at London having to hang on to it as Pendiscio is slowing up, and actually these guys are into the pits. So pit stops underway now, lap 14. And this is right before they were suspecting to catch these guys up front. Here is the 18 of Wesley and the 44 of Fan. And I think Wesley's actually going to have it this lap, but I think they're going to pit side by side. But look at Fan just pull. But maybe if he can stay to the inside, that is the 18 of Wesley, maybe he can get something going. We've not seen double file racing in this corner, and actually it is going to pay off. Look at Wesley on the inside. He's there, but can he hold it in this corner? We know the low line's pretty tricky, and there it is. Oh, I think Fan's going to troll him a little bit. He is. He gets the little bit of a umph he needed, and now he's getting in front of him. He will not lead this lap. Some guys are going to stay out a little bit longer, so your new leader will be Silverson. Oh, excuse me. Hosky's going to come through to get the lead. He'll get some bonus points there. These guys are on pit road. Here is Pendiscio, who when it all cycles through, we believe we'll have a very good seating order, probably top 5. We'll see where he's at this lap. Still 27th, actually lost some time, but he's just now getting around these guys on pit road. And look at the log jam we're going to have, and he jumps right up in front of Brown. That could have been big. That is Brent McHale who jumps right up in front of Brown, and that had to slow him up a little bit, and he actually had some contact. Tyler Wesley in the top 5. And Fan, who is 4th. Now the guys that are taking most of the top spots are now onto pit road. We'll see if they can continue leading, but these guys are just coming off turn number 3. We'll see what happens. I think they might have timed these pit stops pretty good. They're probably not going to get the lead. They won't, because here comes the guys that were leading, but they are going to have a pretty good shot to get somewhere, but they're going to have to be careful. Oh, contact. There's Hosky in the wall. That's what we were afraid of. He just did it too late, and I got to watch out here, guys. Oh, that is a bad spot. Ooh, Darcy Sprutt almost gets into him. Wow, we had a feeling that could happen with the terrible, exiting these guys have been performing under practices we've had here. And there it is. It's going to cost Hosky his day. He was too late. He couldn't pull up. So coming back to take the yellow flag, it looks like Fan is finally going to be able to calm down here. And would you believe it, Alex Gordon goes from about to go a lap down to being third. Keep in mind he hasn't made a pit stop yet. That's the reason he was able to pull this off. So we'll have to wait and see. Green flag is out and we are racing once again. Oh man, they are getting racy already. Streeter, who is a lap down, he's going to be on the high side, which is the preferred line. It's going to hold a lot of guys up here. New leader in all this commotion is going to be Zach Austin, followed by Eddie Roberts, who slides in from fourth in the second now. There's Mud in London. Pandiscio has fallen back, and look at this gaggle of cars we have down the front straight. And we're going to have a position maybe change if Eddie Roberts can be the only guy today to hold the low line going into one. He could take it. Let's see if he does. Oh, he does a pretty good job. We've got a huge crash behind him. I think we got multiple cars upside down. No, we have one. Massive crash. Gilson's upside down. Walton is involved. I'm going to take a look here. This is going to be a savage hit, I believe. Oh, and all these guys are sideways. There might be some fluid on the track, and it's going to be McClintock who gets into him. And, ooh, heavy hit. That is as head-on as you can get. Look at that. That is not a good hit either. That's 160 miles per hour dead into the wall. 67 on Walton with nowhere to go. He's actually going to receive a lot of the damage. I think McClintock's going to have a pretty good getaway. He might have some internal damage. That was a pretty heavy hit. Little, you know, it wasn't nothing. So we're under our third caution here at the track for a huge hit from Gilson. He's gotten out of his car and gotten away. Thankfully. Green flag is once again displayed, and we are racing here as Zach Austin tries to make the move on Gordon. Look at that. He tried, but he's not going to get it done. Side by side. He's going to try it in the second corner here as they are 3 wide behind him once again. Got to be careful. Oh, contact. Bring McCaleb into the wall and around, and we're going to have another caution here. This was going to be a much bigger crash. Trying to get it. We thought it was going to be a big crash. That's going to be our that's going to be another yellow. And as they come back to the line, Zach Austin is going to be leading this race. So now we seem to be plagued with yellows. Let's go back and take a look at how this started. And we've seen how it started, but we don't know how it ended. Oh, Games is going to come really close to hitting a very, very bad spot in that wall. Jeremy Stanley, who's going to, you know, who's your points leader right now, is going to be involved. But my goodness, could that have crashed been a little sooner? It could have been that much worse. A little slant in the wall there. It could have really been a bad hit. Jeremy Stanley did not need this. And if Jeremy Stanley retires from this race, it's going to be detrimental to his points advantage. So your leader right now continues to be Alex Gordon, being off cycle on the pit stops. We'll have to see how long that can last. So we are now halfway in the race. Green flag is back out, and once again we are racing here at Pocono. And these guys are fighting for every inch of the track. They're not making it look easy either. These guys have been in the wall many times today. A lot of these guys are being held up by Streeter, who is on the high side. Now the 3 of Goss jumps to the bottom side. Your leader right now is Alex Gordon. And I think these guys might be trying to pit this lap. I think Gordon is going to be pitting the next couple laps. I'm not sure. We'll see if he does. Not pitting this lap. Oh, we have a couple takers, though. In the back, Eddie Roberts and Zach Austin's going to jump on pit road, and so is Fan in the 44. So Pandiscio is now second, and he's looking to take away from Alex Gordon, who is now first. But he's not going to get it any easier than anybody else has. But he's not going to get it any easier than anybody else has today. But Pandiscio is going to try. We know Alex Gordon is on some old tires, and he is running considerably slow lap times compared to Pandiscio, so he will have to pit. But it's going to be a matter if he can hold off Pandiscio long enough. Pandiscio not close enough to make the move. Goss is going to step out into turn 1, but he's not going to get anywhere with that low line. Here comes Baskinger on the high side. While this is going down, we're going to jump to our first commercial break here on the FMB TV3 broadcast. You're watching the Netflix Rookie Cup Series. Stay tuned. We are back, and we've had a caution. Vonderberg, its engine expired and took out a couple more people. Unfortunately, we're not able to get the camera view. We can tell you on your left side of your screen, these are the people that have retired. And if you're looking for Jeremy Stanley, he is the 27th place car. He has officially retired from this race. He will not score points for this race. That is very bad for his championship implications. Green flag on lap 45 about to come out. We are green. Robert Pandiscio is leading. Alex Gordon has cycled through on pit stops. He is not, though we'd expect him to be up there. And look at these guys fanning out. 3 wide going into 1. One of those cars is Tyler Wesley, but another car is Baskinger trying to get around Streeter on the bottom. Streeter has been damaged all day, is really plaguing these guys from getting anywhere. Now Gordon on the high side trying to hold off the Tyler Wesley machine, but he's got Brent McCaleb in front of him, and it's holding him up. Up front, though, Pandiscio is trying to hold off Ryan Williams. Out of nowhere, here comes Ryan Williams to take the lead. Does Williams get it? He does. Off turn number 3. Ryan Williams is going to lead them to the flag. And if Williams can hold on to this, but it's not going to be for long. Look at the run that Tyler Wesley got into turn 1. So it looks like Ryan Williams is going to lead 1 lap, and that's going to be it as Tyler Wesley goes to the point. Tyler Wesley trying to get something going in this points standings. He wants to try to get this championship. He's had a good run the last couple of races. As Ryan Williams is probably eking to get back up there and get that win. And Alex Gordon is trying to do the same thing. At the line, Tyler Wesley leads. He's actually doing it big as well. I mean, he's starting to pull away. But Ryan Williams is not going to back down. He is there. And Baskinger, who has finally gotten around Streeter, is trying to make a run at it too. And not before Alex Gordon can get somewhere. Look at the racing. Here comes Baskinger now. Teammates. with the 26 of Pendiscio, or the 23 of Pendiscio, is his teammate's going to go around him. And maybe he has something. Maybe he can push Williams up there to catch Tyler Wesley. Next time by, we'll see 10 to go. And as this race has been a very long one for these drivers with all the caution flags, we'll be surprised to see if Williams has anything for Tyler Wesley mentally. Ryan now doing just about everything he can to keep Baskinger behind him, but it's not going to show for much. And now we see some cars on the pit road, and it's going to be Pendiscio. You'd think Baskinger would push Williams up to Tyler Wesley, and I think that's exactly what they're going to do. Last lap, Ryan Williams almost ran his fastest lap of the race, but it's not very fast. Williams has had a very slow car, only getting into the 48s when everybody else is in the 47.2s. So we'll have to wait and see if it changes. But he did run faster. No, he did not. He did not run faster than Wesley. So if anything, he's being held up. Baskinger is, and now Williams is going to dive on the pit road. Not going to be able to make it 10 laps. Will anybody else have enough fuel? Does Wesley have enough fuel? Does Baskinger have enough fuel? Well, we're going to find out. Baskinger is definitely liking the second place running he has now, but the question is now come to play, does he have enough fuel? And look at Alex Gordon getting muscled over by DeMax. And here comes Talampus. We're going to have a battle for 5th place here if we're not too careful. Tyler Wesley continues to stay out on the track. We'll see if these guys need to pit in the next couple laps. And there it is. They're all on pit road. Only car that's going to stay out is going to be Eddie Roberts, who is going to go to first. I doubt he has enough fuel, but this is going to be the pit stop right here. With under 10 laps to go. It's going to be a question whether you take 2 tires and, oh, Baskinger gets hit by the 82 of McGee. That's got to be damage to his car. But he is out of the pits, takes 2 tires, and is gone. How many tires will Ryan Williams take? And how many tires will Wesley take? And look at that. Tyler Wesley barely makes it out in front of Baskinger. And actually, I don't see Ryan Williams. I don't believe he made a pit stop. No, he doesn't. So that would mean... oh, Williams has actually been a lap down. So, excuse me, Williams has actually not been on the lead lap. So I apologize for that. He does actually not led a lap yet. I'm just now finding this out. That's pretty sad. Okay, so your leader right now is going to be Eddie Roberts, who is now on pit road. He elected to stay out one more lap. Let's see if him staying out one more lap is going to change things. Looking up here in the top of your screen, waiting for the cars to come off turn number 3. Taking a long time on the right side of that car, and here come the leaders. Question is he going to get out in front of anybody else? There, he's just coming out of the pits. Oh, and he's got to be careful here not to merge too early. He goes right up in front of the 43 of Zach Austin. He makes it work, though. Here comes Baskinger to the inside of Tyler Wesley. Wesley with a very strong car. Does he hold off Baskinger though? And it's going to be a close race. It's just going to be whoever can get that top line and hold it. As I don't think Gordon is going to have anything for these guys. Now, if Gordon can catch these guys, he might be able to push Baskinger around and make a move, but Gordon is in the 48.2s when these guys are in the 48.6s and 7s, so he's definitely running faster with that overall draft. But how much is it going to benefit him in the next 5 laps? Is it going to be enough? Now Gordon almost into the 47s, definitely running faster, and he's definitely going to get to him. So if Gordon can get to him and make a move just like he is there, look at him dive into the inside. I don't think that's the best spot to try, but he dives it in deep. Oh, and look at Baskinger trying to block. Tyler Wesley's loving all of this because while this is all going on, he's able to pull away just a little bit more. And I think Gordon might have something brewing here as he goes to the inside of Baskinger. And he's going to want to complete this pass before he gets to turn number 1 because we've seen how many problems these guys have had on the low side. He completes the pass, but he's not able to cut up in front of Baskinger, but he's there, and he is going to take second place away. So now Tyler Wesley is going to have to worry about Alex Gordon, but I think Alex Gordon has just ran out of time. Next time by, we're going to have 3 to go. Let's see if it makes a difference. Look how much he's caught him, though. Just in that corner alone, he's caught Tyler Wesley like nothing. And look at him. I think Gordon's going to be your new leader next lap, and I think Tyler Wesley better start worrying about it. That lap, Gordon sets fast time by a lot, and he's going to go to the inside of Wesley in turn 1, but we know that won't work. Oh, and he loses a lot of time trying it, though. Let's see if he can hold any of the time off the corner. He doesn't, but he might have a run, though. Look at this. He dives to the inside. Alex Gordon on the inside of Tyler Wesley going for the lead. And while all this is happening, Baskinger is catching him. And so is Eddie Roberts for 4th. Side by side, still for the lead. Gordon not able to make the pass and complete it. 2 to go at the line. To the inside, he tries it once again. And now we've got a 4-car battle for this lead as again, here comes Alex Gordon to the inside. And now Eddie Roberts to the inside of Baskinger. Off the corner, Wesley still leads. And I think Gordon has just tried his last attempt, but he's going to go to the inside once again on Wesley. And Wesley chops him off. And look at Wesley running the low line religiously, and now if he has to move up to the top line, he will. And here we go again, Gordon with the attempted pass. Not going to happen. Baskinger has fallen back a lot. Here comes Eddie Roberts, but I think it's going to be too little too late. White flag in the air for Tyler Wesley. Alex Gordon to the inside. He's going to try once again. We've got some lap traffic up front. Will that make a difference? Here comes Eddie Roberts. Eddie Roberts is going to try to work him over now to the inside of, and they're going to try to get around this lapper. It does not hold up anybody. They get through clean. Tyler Wesley to the inside. Here comes Alex Gordon. He's going to have one more shot at it. Does Alex Gordon make a move to the inside? He does. Here comes Alex Gordon to the inside. The low line has no grip, though. We've seen it all day. Tyler Wesley is going to earn this one. He's going to earn it tough. Off turn number 3. He wins at Pocono. Wow, what a race.